Roberts.
Thank you. And thank you for appearing tonight. Recommendation 2 of the Rural and Regional Affairs and Transport Committee inquiry report into the project known as Iron Boomerang reads, quote, "The committee recommends the Australian Government commissions and publishes a scoping study on the establishment of a steel plant or plants located in Northern Australia," end of quote. This relates to the proposal for steel parks at Abbott Point near Townsville and at Port Headland in Western Australia, with a railway line or ships being used to exchange iron ore and coal backwards and forwards to make the world's highest quality steel at prices that undercut China by at least 10%. This project will generate hundreds of billions of dollars per year in steel and associated products, many fine byproducts, create tens of thousands of breadwinner jobs. The project proponents have advised they have the funding to build this project from leading infrastructure wealth funds already. This project does not need public money. The land at Abbott Point is already zoned for a steel mill. So, Minister, my question is, will you call this inquiry and ensure our future really is made in Australia?
I'm advised that the government's considering our approach to this inquiry, and I can tell you further that...
Sorry, that the government is what?
Is considering our response to the inquiry. And I can say further that, of course, the iron ore is one of Australia's largest commodity exports. We have a very capable mining sector, and we also have in adjacent to our mining sector vast solar and wind reserves. There is the Future Made in Australia agenda, looking at value adding in iron and steel. Across a range of our critical mineral categories, offers very significant opportunities for investment in precisely the kind of industrial capability that you are referring to here. I don't know anything about the actual proponents of these particular facilities, but in the broad, in metals processing, Australia has significant future comparative advantage, and this government wants to make sure that we secure that comparative advantage and that investment onshore.
Well, Minister, I don't know if you're aware of it. Just a quick question, Chair. This project, as it stands, will significantly... I don't believe it's necessary to reduce carbon dioxide from human activity, but you do, and the government does. This project, as it stands, with the use of conventional rail, conventional ships, will dramatically reduce the carbon dioxide from human activity, because there'll be no backloading, there'll be no one-way transport of coal or iron ore, which are currently exported in massive quantities from this country. Instead, they'll be just shuffled across the country in a very limited transport regime, and backloads, so that always there'll be load.
Well, and much broader than that, our advantages in, as I said, in solar and wind, with 97% of our trading partners, including our trading partners in energy and steel production. Think of markets in Korea and Japan, for example. There is very significant opportunities for Australia in both economic development terms and also, as you point to, in emissions reduction terms, to make a significant contribution to the emissions reductions for our partners by producing onshore in a cleaner way than our trading partners do. This is a very significant national interest question for Australia, and the government is working hard to secure future investments in this area.
Thanks, Minister. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.